Hey everybody, welcome back to the Council of Reeds, the destination for bitching about Star Wars. I'm Dylan, here with Jason.
Wow, g'day.
The main source of the bitching about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Fummy,
Hey,
Nitin,
yo,
and Dave.
who may fall asleep and / die during this podcast.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna die, take yourself outside, please.
Lean that way, man.
And if you're going to fall asleep, stay away from the microphone. Just holy bajoli.
Yeah, we've heard you.
Yeah. Nearly die every time you breathe.
Imagine just listening to that and all of a sudden the day just goes off.
We wouldn't do that to you.
Special ASMR edition.
That's not.
Oh, man.
Man, that's not ASMR.
ASMR is meant to be gentle,
Yeah.
not
your
violent.
You're not your violent.
Homer doing,
I'm alive.
it's Homer doing seagull noises, man.
Okay, our two featured comics, Batman Fortress, #1, and Hulk, #7.
Because it's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so good.
Okay, we're going to talk about Thor, Love and Thunder trailer, Willow trailer, Andor trailer.
And or what?
You
broke him.
You broke me again. Film Flashback.
You're welcome, Dylan.
Thank you very much for
Great movie.
Field of Dreams.
Great movie.
Classic.
And lastly, we're going to get
takes
into Obi-Wan, episode
Yes.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Just so, if you guys haven't watched it yet, it'll be the last thing and you can skip it.
Or you can watch it and
Or enjoy-
save yourself
2
2
hours.
hours.
Maybe don't have your dogs nearby because Jay may get his
Well,
voice
we
so
will-
high they may.
We will summarize the plot for everyone at home so they don't have to.
Oh, you're great at that, Dave. Like, we can't wait for it. I'm tired. So pumped.
Yeah, I need you to hold my hand through this review.
Even if you're awake.
Okay, comic books, let's get into it.
All right, Batman Fortress. Written by, I don't know who it is.
Art by Derek Robertson.
Yes.
Yes, of the boys.
Weeder. I don't have to try. I didn't bother looking at it. Someone tell me it's the guy that wrote Rogue One.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
It was interesting.
There's a global blackout.
Yeah.
Global.
Global blackout. So,
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
no one else is responding to Batman's calls.
Or did some of the league have?
Oh, have it?
Yes.
I must have skipped through that. But, no, I read real fast. But, yeah, Superman's nowhere to be found.
Nothing.
Global blackout.
Like, they
and-
can't even pick his signature up
Yeah.
on
which is interesting.
the bat satellites.
Yeah, that's
Satellites?
the first thing I would have done. I would have just put my head out the window and yell, Superman!
I'm sure people have tried, Dave. It's a global blackout.
People do it all the time just to fuck with them.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
It's like calls to the cops and stuff.
Yeah.
That kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, you're drunk and you're out of beer. Superman, it's
Help
an
me.
emergency.
Help me, Superman.
Just Superman, beer on.
Just pretend you're in real danger and get inappropriate
Yeah.
real fast. Yeah.
The story was interesting. The art was great.
That's good.
It was a little too wordy.
Yeah.
There's a couple of those double pages where
There's a lot of words.
I don't
yes.
need that much dialogue on a page of comic. But if he's coming from a screenwriting thing,
Yeah.
that's usually par for the course. They learn.
Yeah.
There was one page that was terrible. Nitin tried to defend it, but
Oh, please.
Batman's a commie.
He has to prioritize what he's doing. He has to, be over electronics versus people's lives.
I'm not questioning that, but it's more the statements that he's making as opposed to what he's overlooking.
Yeah.
Is the
'Cause
issue.
when you explain to me the context of the book and that Joker has
course.
a bus full of kids and all this other stuff is going
Penguin's
on.
literally drowning somebody.
Yeah, like I understand that. But yeah, exactly. What he's actually saying,
Yes.
I
He's
feel
on his high horse.
it could have been said a bit better.
Yeah.
Because people can still get hurt.
100%.
He just seems to not care about that.
I don't think he doesn't care about that. I think he's just thinking the situation is
Nah,
there's looting
the way it's
from a
brought
Harvey
across.
Norman.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, there's somebody else being held up at gunpoint.
Like he's focusing
That's
on
more important than electronics.
He's focusing on the electronics, but people can still get hurt during all that. And he does not
That's what happens in Ryan.
he does not acknowledge that.
Looting.
Yeah.
Some bloke goes to the same TV, what happens?
Just
Yeah.
because you're insured.
Bang! Shot.
Yes.
That's just fact. That's what happens.
Yeah, and then he'll probably save that when that happens. But he can't save everybody.
I understand,
That's, he's
but
got
no,
the
but
priorities.
I
He missed out on 2
If it
people
was
being died.
worded better, perfectly fine.
Yes.
Exactly right.
It was the preaching
Yeah.
that, oh no, capitalist is bad, says the billionaire.
Because you know who doesn't get shot?
Right.
It's the person not looting when they're at home.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a bit preachy for my liking. But otherwise, the book I really liked. The the setup, and the only other thing I didn't like, one of the big things is Gordon's racked up the bat
battery,
signal, with police car batteries. And like Bullock's like, oh, how many cars are you just taking off the road? He's like, well, we ain't got radios in contact with them anyway. So?
Yeah.
Isn't those cars driving around still a better deterrent than 6 cars to put your fancy light on? I'm pretty sure Batman was coming.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I was like,
I thought that was a bit.
It's a blackout.
Yeah.
He's smart.
Yes.
I didn't like he did put Bullock in his place.
Yeah, well, you
so
get out there. Yeah,
same.
same. It saved the interaction, but I was like, Bullock's right here. Just because you got a Batman fetish.
Yeah.
You got to get me light on. Yeah.
Is this like a?
good.
How many parts is this? Is it like a global?
6, I think.
That doesn't say on the front for some reason.
But is it like through the
I might
Bat
make
book,
that
or is it just?
Nah, it's just
on
like
its own
anything.
thing?
Like the Batman. There's no continuity.
Yeah. Because I was looking, I'm like, is this continuity? Because there's no black label or anything on it.
They just decide to put black labels sometimes.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason anymore.
No.
But their out of continuity stuff's their best stuff.
Yeah,
But
it's good. It's fine. Like,
why you
art's
wouldn't
great.
put a black label on it? I don't understand.
They only make it sell more.
Yeah.
So I just read this page.
Yeah.
What's he prioritising? Jack Hall.
Well, if you read the rest of the,
The
book,
rest
you'll
of the
find the book.
Dave.
If you're looking at the one page out of context,
1 page out of context for me.
No, I read the whole book and I still think it's too preachy. Anyway, moving on to something that's not preachy and it's awesome. Hulk 7.
Yep.
It's hard to keep track because it's
Part 3.
just the same book.
yeah.
Part 3, Banner of War.
This book continues to be great.
So good.
Art's excellent in this.
Hey, look at this double page spread alone. Look at that. Spoilers. That's
So-
Celestial Iron.
Yeah, so Iron Man
Hulkbuster.
used a Celestial to make an Hulkbuster, which is awesome.
Like a celestial corpse.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
and
awesome
He's
how that
powered
was.
on like gamma radiation, so when he's fighting, the Hulk gets powers in, but Hulk is not Hulk anymore,
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really work.
And what a last page.
Oh man, great.
Yeah, and then what we learned in last issue in regards to what happened in El Paso with him essentially people getting the gamma radiation off him and Hulkizing. Yes, we do get a brilliant last page, which will be continued in Thor 26.
And yeah, it's great.
You could
It's off
say
the book.
maybe it may not be a 25, but it may be a giant size issue.
Aren't they all?
Get some more backups in there.
Yeah. But no, it's best thing going. I gotcha.
I know, you did.
But it's the best thing going around. Best
brilliant.
crossover, like a little mini, just 2 title crossover I read in a long time.
Big time.
And it does help that it's the same writer on both books.
Here's my book of the week for this week.
Makes
Yeah, because you didn't read the other one.
yeah, it's tough. Next up, I checked out
It would have
Ultramax.
been if I hadn't read the other one.
Ultramax is basically this regular criminal has somehow killed their Superman. He has no powers, but he's sent to the power prison. So he's trying to learn the rules and get introduced to people and people going after him.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good actually. And then there's something going on maybe with the warden and the art's a bit scratchy, but I actually did enjoy the book.
It just looks, I don't know, maybe it's just the collar. Just reminds me of Fortress.
Oh, massive.
Friggin' Chris
massively.
Lambert Fortress.
But yeah, very interesting.
Who wrote it?
Doug Wood.
Sounds good.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, it was just something different.
Who brought it out?
Source Point.
Yes, Source Point.
Source Point. I haven't even heard of them.
Yeah, they did. Good boy.
Yeah,
Ah, right.
yeah, they're pumping along with some good stuff lately, actually. But yeah, I liked it. Very yellow. It's a very yellow book. But there's a dog man. They got something with dog men.
Yeah.
It's a dog man that beats the shit out of him.
Oh.
There's the odd background here and there.
Yeah, the art was a bit scratchy, but I did like it. All right, next up, DC Vampires Hunters one shot. Anybody check this out?
Nope.
I didn't finish it. I got like halfway through it.
Okay, spoilers. In Batman DC vs Vampires, whatever it's called, they kill Batman. Well, Nightwing's spoilers. Nightwing's the Vampire King. He kills Batman, turns Damien, but Damien's
The double
Buffy
agent.
the Vampire
Yeah.
Slayer.
well, if Buffy was a vampire, he is vamped up.
It's
But
Angel.
he's still playing for
Angel would probably
Yeah.
work better, Dave.
Huh?
Angel
got-
would probably work
Yeah.
better.
Well,
So it starts off, you
just
see
gonna
him.
mention that whole
You see him taking down Martian Manhunter and taking Martian Manhunter to the vampires, or his ex thing. Like, yeah, I killed him.
Yeah.
Where's me bounty? I want to see Dick. No, you can't see Dick. You can only see Dick if you bring something he wants.
It's a T-rated book too, so you can't see Dick.
Yes. It's a lot of Richard. So they got a little group. He's working with Alfred. Him and Alfred are running a little thing. So,
Alfred turned?
no.
No.
So that's the plot of the book.
I flicked.
That's what Dick wants. He wants to see Alfred.
Yeah.
But I love Damien when written great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got to be, like, because the first couple of pages you don't know he's a good guy still. He's just a vampire taking down Martian Manhunter. And, like, they got some pretty interesting banter a few times. Or even though actually after you know he's good, still gives it to him. I like it when Damien's written like a little brat.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a fine line. Sometimes it can be too annoying and unlikable, and sometimes it falls flat.
Sometimes people just don't write him like that too.
Yeah, he's not Tim.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. But the art was nice. Some good action. I assume there must be a bit of a delay on the book. It feels like a while since 6 is out, and I don't think it was in previous ones.
Yeah.
So I think maybe this was just to keep the ball rolling, the momentum going.
So
but
did they-
it was worth it.
Explain the other book, how Dick became head of
No, not
vampires,
really.
or how they passed Batman's vampire test.
Yeah, how they passed it, yes.
Yeah,
They
okay.
did. Can't remember what the answer was. Oh,
It just wasn't a good test.
the sunlight was something about maybe put something on and you could stay for a little bit or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, like that sort of stuff.
Sunblock or something.
Yeah. I seen Blade.
Yeah. Full black
Um,
helmet.
Yeah, it was like, there was an explanation.
Yeah,
for it,
okay.
yes. Alrighty, back to Source Point. Good Boy, Volume 2, Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
You read this in?
I did. It continues on from the first one, but it's less John Wick.
I assumed that the gimmick would be eased
Yeah.
off a little this time.
It's still sort of the same world, but it's more. You don't even see the good boy from the first one until like the very last. It's focusing on another one. Sort of feel like I thought they were gonna go Commando,
Oh, yeah.
but it's not. It's like I don't know who's, because it seems like it's all new people, not all
Sure.
new people, all new bad guys.
Sure.
You know, so it's action packed. It's great. I don't know what's going on, but it's a sequel to the Good Boy, and continues Good Boys at the end.
And
Like-
yeah, if you didn't know, Good Boy was basically a parody of John Wick,
Just
where
reversed.
well, yeah, the dog's the man.
Yeah. So yeah, like there's
He's only got
anthropomorphic dogs.
Yeah.
Hey?
And was it his owner or something got killed? How did it work?
I think partner.
Or partner.
It's partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have owner people.
True.
Shout upon.
Yeah, they're like
Those days.
hitman partners, and his partner got killed. Like reverse John Wick.
Yeah.
Reversed.
Alrighty. Amazing Spidey issue 2. Anybody read this?
Yep.
I thought this was great.
I read half of that
Excellent.
Yeah, I thought this was great. I was like, just very Spider-Man. The Tombstone
Tombstone.
stuff, the Osborn stuff.
$1,000.
I will say in defense of John Romita Jr., this double page, first page, is why I like him.
So pretty.
Like, it's just storytelling. Like, Norman comes in, and he's like, Peter's place is a mess. And the look on his face that he's looking around like, oh, you live in a shithole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most artists don't convey that. And just dumping the kids on, like, I got a
great.
job for you. You're going to babysit me grandkids.
There's a page you just flick past there when Pete's just changed into a Spidey and realised he's putting in his mask.
Yes.
But that little action panel
Yes.
is just that one.
This one. Yeah.
is beautiful.
Nah, this is...
Right at the bottom there.
Like-
Excellent.
I mean, it can be a bit rough these days, but it's his storytelling that overcomes sometimes his looseness.
Big
And
time.
this is the
It's
best
good,
he's
isn't it?
done in a
Long
while. Yeah.
Because there's a bit that happens in this book, but there's not a huge
No.
amount. But yeah, it's
Yeah, who cares? We read this one in the art.
yeah. To be honest, there's bits of that.
Oh, and I'm really enjoying that it's building off the
Spencer
the
stuff.
Spencer stuff, like the
Big time.
Tombstone stuff
Yep.
and
Yep.
his daughter and all that. Like,
Yeah, that one there.
you don't get enough of that these days. It feels like the same continuation for the last 5-6 years. Some other writers that we
Why
already
is
talked about
it-
could learn from that.
Like, well, He's the best thing he draws is Spidey.
Yeah.
Like his Spider-Man is the top. I think he's my favorite Spider-Man.
He's probably a little too bulky for my liking.
Yeah.
I think peak 90s Bagley, I think, is the best Spider-Man ever.
I rescind that. I forgot about Bagley. Bagley. He's number 2. Bagley rules.
Good same, like, I love,
Yeah.
Ramirez old man. Just classy.
I was going to say,
classy.
Ramita Singh is probably my favorite.
Same thing, it's just a little too big.
He's pretty chunky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Captain America ain't that much of a different body shape. That's why I think Bags for me is my top.
Yeah.
His
Yep.
tombstone detail in his head, those last
bruh.
few panels, just...
Oh,
He's got
the caps. That was some
Yeah, $1,000
badass
a tooth.
stuff. Yeah.
He's gotten
Gotta get back to
scratchier
work.
though.
Yeah.
Like they all get scratchier.
Get old. Shortcuts. Alright. Image, you should tune it and you read this.
I did.
How was this?
Continues to be good. Just the stories
I
continue
didn't
from
get
the
to
first
this.
issue.
This is next to me, Paul.
The that Jeff
Yeah, it
Johns
was
one was great.
this wintery one.
Yeah,
Is that good?
Yeah, it was the Jeff Johns one. Continuing from that,
Cool.
more of he's just there, setting the prison bus. That was great.
The sexy one?
Yes,
That looked cool.
yeah, especially like the last panel. What happened?
Oh, G-Man!
Yeah, it's a G-Man.
A real big G-Man!
Yeah,
Oh, I gotta read this tonight.
that Ice Cream Man little one was great.
Yeah?
I don't know anything about Ice Cream Man, the
Yeah,
book, what the premise is or anything like that.
Yeah.
But that little bit about symbols and people, like, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I think that's just the one shot in there. What else is in there? Sorry. The black and white one, the Gehenna stuff, that was excellent. Just love the art in this. Like, it very, like, reminds me of Mort Drucker, who did Mad Satire, like the
Yep,
movie
yep.
stuff. This very much reminds me of him. The Radiant Black story continued. That was alright. But the serial killer one was really good. You know,
Cool.
the virtual serial killer one.
Yeah.
That second part of that was excellent. Where they all the, I guess, the bots that she's killing, sort of know what's happening.
Oh,
So they have to try and
escape?
escape, and they try to like band
bully.
together and everything. Oh, it's so good.
Cool.
They try to like reason with her and like, oh, it's so
But I
good.
thought that first chapter of that was pretty good.
That was great. This little Scotty Collins 2-pager was excellent. They're all good stories. Like stories, sorry,
There you go. You're pretty well flicked.
whatever.
Too late.
Yeah.
Moving on.
It's good.
Midnight 11. Fantastic book as always.
This was pretty good.
Yeah. So it's the showdown from last issue. Well, not showdown, but sort of.
Yeah, it's all going.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all
yeah,
going
yeah.
down. It's all
That they
one
save the doctor.
section of the story's coming to a head.
Zodiac calls him out. He's about to kill everybody at the Midnight Mission, or not all the neighbours at the Midnight Mission. We get a big plot development, or subplot development with a character. That was
Yes.
well handled.
Yeah, unexpected.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
Nice, same thing, nice last panel. You're like, not sure how well that's going to end.
And
Somebody.
it's a good alternative to Supermaning through the night
Yes,
sky. Right?
yes,
Yeah.
that's the best bit.
Thank you.
That's the best bit.
I think they came out and explained how he did that, but I didn't bother reading it.
He jumped up and then
It's the winds or some rubbish, I think.
he
Said.
turned back time a little bit.
Gravitational pull of the
Yeah,
moon.
yeah.
I don't know.
He's a tide.
That's right. There you go.
He's a tide. We are 60% liquid.
Right.
Big water.
But yeah, it's just a really solid comic.
Mm-hmm.
Very. I also like how episodic it is.
Yeah.
They're very not one and dones, but they're
No.
fairly wrapped up.
Yeah, it's
but it
definitely
continues.
hard if you were jumping on right this
Yes.
second. You'd probably want to go back, and we're only 11 issues in, so you could grab the first trade very easily, and it's very, very enjoyable. It's quite different if you haven't read anything Moon Knight than what you maybe just seen on television, but you'll still understand what's going on, and it'll probably get you to go back and maybe have a look at some Lemire stuff and things like that. But it's Jen McKay's doing some really, really good stuff with it, and I just love how vibrant it is, the art, and just how striking the panels are.
Because they use the darkness well.
The
You know, it's a
darkness
dark
and
book,
the
but
lighting.
the-
It's almost
yeah.
like
Negative space.
Yeah, well, like the Batman series where they're casting off the black and just really using the light as opposed to where the Batman series stayed dull. This uses the light a lot harder.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's doing a good job at, if a writer goes on to Moon Knight, they generally do something really different, right? But he's kind of folding everything of in. Like, he's super brutal. It's got some of the Lemire, cerebral stuff going on, and the more supernatural stuff as well.
Yeah, and still buddy team up with Tigra there.
Yeah.
And keeping it a bit street level as well with the vampires and now the craziness of the building.
Yeah.
Like that shit with the building was that was amazing, and the issue before that with old Waxman and how he dealt with him. Holy shit. So yeah.
And like the Mr. Knight is probably the closest to the Ellis like the original version, I feel. Like in just the way he holds himself and speaks and stuff. Yeah, you're right. All the modern stuff, the last 3-4 runs, he's melted it all into a pot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, very good. All right, next up, issue 1 was a bit of a surprise winner for me. Naughty List issue 2.
It's already come out.
This is great. I expected after the first one. So the first one, it's just a weird, interesting take on Santa Claus.
You get more of your elves?
Yeah, that was the
Of
best.
course you did.
Sugar plum glaze. So it's all about the first issue. Basically, is the history of how he started making toys, how he's immortal, how he gets the elves, how he gets everything. But then his list machine, who's naughty, gets stolen. So this is the hunt to see who did that. I expected this to go a bit more Punisher-y after the first one. I think that's what we're going to get Punisher Santa next, but not quite. But he's still on the hunt for who stole it and why stole it. Like, the first place they go is a reindeer dog track, basically.
Okay.
Where they're racing old reindeers. Because, he's up to... he sees Comet 18. And, you can't race Comet 18. You can't race deer over 10 years old. Like, I'm not racing her. She's doing people are betting what time she'll do a mile in. Same thing, right? Yeah, so anyway. But just good stuff like that. Get a bit more see his powers. It's just, I don't know, I'm just really digging this book. It's just very different. It's got chip hands.
Chip hand, Dave. I clear good.
But yeah, if you want something a bit different, I can't recommend this enough. I just really like it. Really like it. All right, next up, Punisher 3. So this continues.
Oh, man.
How is it next? Oh, that good.
He's running around. Yeah, go. You actually read it.
So annoying.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I like Punisher.
Yeah.
And I thought when they made him hand and all that, well, it's an interesting take where they're going to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Making him... He was born in Vietnam. I don't like all the stuff from back when he was like, he's been a killer since he was a kid. He's been had all this blah, blah, blah crap since he was... I hate all
I
that.
will say, in defense, Ennis did that first.
Yeah, but not...
Remember the Tiger one shot?
Yeah,
But
he was... It wasn't even as bad as
I
this, though.
don't like it.
In
But
the
it's
Tiger
not-
one shot, he was like...
the greatest Punisher run of all time.
Yeah.
Did lay the groundwork
Yes.
for it.
But, in Tiger,
hate
he was
it.
basically... He had a sense of justice. He wouldn't, looking after the smaller. This one, he just wants to hurt.
Yes. Because if hadn't I had last issue and he had this issue where he's getting people that have done wrong, I could have probably handled this issue's flashback not bad. He's taken out somebody that deserved it when no one else would, sort of thing. There's a thing there that's fine. But because the last issue and it's just too much that he's just one of those kids that pulls the wings off flies.
Yeah. That's what it's sort of getting at.
And that's not who Frank is.
No.
Too much,
Plus-
I think, yeah.
But there's stuff in there that I like. The airy stuff, the kid stuff. Him basically embracing the beast. You
Yes.
know, all that stuff. Where he just kills both of them. Just
Yes,
'cause,
yes.
You know, that stuff.
Well, because he's still got. It's not like, it's like you got to kill who I kill.
Yeah.
Who I tell you.
Yeah.
It's not just out murdering.
Yeah.
He's got a sense of right and wrong.
Yes.
It's just even more messed up. now
Yeah.
'cause of
I just don't like the
beast.
flashback stuff.
Yeah.
I think one arc is what is going to be enough for me.
Yeah, I'm sort of leaning the same way.
Yeah.
Personally.
All the... It's not bad. I just don't like
No,
what
like
they're
it-
doing with
obviously-
the background.
It's well written.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
So narrow.
Yeah, he
And the modern
things it
art
does
stuff is good.
Yeah,
The
I don't
Flashback
think it
art-
fits
No.
the Punisher, the modern art. It's too
No.
pretty for the Punisher, to be
Yeah.
honest. It's a bit too...
I like the flashbacks art. I just don't like the way it's portrayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit much. Is all. It's a bit much.
Did like how brutal he killed that dude though.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you shouldn't be killing when he's like 10 years old.
Oh, and the making homemade napalm.
Yeah.
Or is even that? Yeah, he's 10.
'Cause-
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, bro. Devil Rain Amiga. This is the epilogue to the Devil Rain event from a couple months ago. Very...
Is it Fisk kind of hurt?
No, Fisk is missing. They're looking for Fisk. But it's the funeral for Matt Murdock.
No, yeah.
Wait, Matt or his bro?
The bro.
It's Matt, but
It's the bro.
it's the bro.
So we're killing off Matt?
Well,
Yeah, well, yeah, so we can... Because him and Electra are just going to go run off and
kiss.
go after the hand is their plan.
Okay.
So, be very interested. That
Ooh.
might be the only thing that keeps me on this.
Right. Yeah, that's
Is that going to
interesting.
lead to a confrontation?
Mm.
Depends, like, the first couple issues of the new Daredevil 1 by, thingy, Zdarsky and...
Yes, he's asking to stay because he's about to start
Yeah,
Batman.
yeah, no, he launched a new number 1. Him and Giacchetto just a new number 1.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's no exclusives anymore.
Yeah. So, I'll be interested. And also, the big thing out of this is the first officialness that Luke won the election, that Cage is the mayor of New York. There's some cool bits there.
Is that Iron Man pouty? 'Cause he
No,
was-
no, I mean at all. It's just all the streety sort of guys. J. Jonah Jameson being awesome. So he goes to the funeral, right? And he's goes up to Foggy. The eulogy's done by the ex-girlfriend. And like JJ's like, I thought you would have done it, Foggy. Aren't you his best friends? Like, oh, yeah, I can't. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, thanks for coming. And, oh, yeah, well, us former mayors have to stick together. He's like, plus, I recorded it from my podcast. Downloaded it at www.
Awesome.
Like,
Awesome.
excellent.
As if you'd plug a podcast.
Right?
Yeah, this can be seen on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can find it, guys.
Alrighty. And finally, Newburn number 7. Tell us all about it, Foms.
Book of the week.
I thought you were going to say that.
Book of the week.
That's
Both
pretty good.
stories are excellent, and we get quite a bit more in that backstory.
I'm really
I
digging
don't
that
wanna- I don't want to
backstory.
start with that, but it is really cool. That what was it? The Hillary Clinton bitch headed bitch.
Yes,
Yeah, it was
yes.
excellent. I love the. It's so stupid to say. I love the lighting in this book.
No, totally.
The start of it, it starts at the front of a Yakuza house. The coppers are there and they're talking, and it's just big flashes of red,
red and blue.
and they just. And then later on, they're in. It's right there. Actually, they're in a den, in like a betting den. Just the dank red. It's just the dank is beautiful.
The dank, bro. The
The dank.
dank.
That's exactly right. This story is kicking along
Yeah.
quite well. Zdarsky, the amount of shit that guy's writing right now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
For an artist, too, man.
He
Like,
is-
he was an artist.
He's on a tear.
Crazy.
Come for his public domain book.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so. So we get a lot more
Things feel like they're coming to a head big time, but
with this.
yeah, in the main story.
Yeah, the sidekick help Emily, is it?
Yeah,
yeah, Emily. Everything's definitely coming to a head with her. She's
Is she still a cop? Or is she a cop?
No, she was never. She washed out, sort of thing,
Right.
so to
Yeah.
speak.
and there's big reasons
Why?
around all that with someone that made it through the coppers that she's just seen in the precinct. Something happened, a couple of issues all around that, and shit's going to hell. Yeah,
Like
shit's
the
going to
last,
hell.
because was last issue her origin issue? Yes.
Yes.
The last 2 issues, man, he's pulled some strings together, like just little hints to you know, like the cops and the albinos.
Yeah.
Her, him, the Yakuza, everything's coming together really nicely. But yeah, I must say, I think I might like the backup story just as much.
Yeah, so the backup story for the last couple of weeks, or last couple of issues, sorry, has been the goth girl and her friend was killed, and kind of everyone thought it was a suicide, but she knows that she wasn't actually murdered. And yeah, she's kind of doing her own detective stuff, but there's this female detective that's helping her out. Yeah, really cool little back and forth between them two for 6 odd pages. That's awesome backup story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Also, the crazy thing with this book, I think it was the first issue. It started on the inside cover.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
It just
yeah.
doesn't bullshit. It's just straight into it. It's so good.
You know. Really good book of books, actually. Really good week of books this week, actually.
Big time.
I think I also read Avengers. I forgot to grab
I read
that.
Avengers, yeah.
Yeah, that was, it's interesting.
Yeah, it was quite interesting with
Yeah.
the temptation with the Mephistos. It's a Jane Foster issue, essentially, and the Council of Mephistos gives everyone kind of like a chance and their temptation and see if they will... But then it kind of has a bit of a twist at the end.
Yeah.
Because if that shit goes down and she tries to take...
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Where's that going to go?
So she's a Jane from a different reality, and our Jane came to help her, but brought her back with her, and now she's eyeing off Thor's hammer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Because she
shit
thinks
going on.
she passed the temptation test, but I'm not sure if she did.
She might have got saved. I don't know whether she passed or not. Yeah.
Yes. But that was cool because she's just the housewife to Thor. They got a place in Asgard away from
I do some
everyone.
paintings, and I
Yeah.
wait for him to come home.
Yeah.
And he's chubby Thor as well. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It was interesting. You read anything else, Dylan?
No.
Dave? Then
Nope. It was a small week
Bums?
for me.
I did. Yeah. There was. Let me just have a quick look at what else I took this quick snapshot of.
that's about it, I read.
I read Savage Avengers from last week.
Oh yeah. How was that? I did I read that?
You did.
Yeah, it was okay.
But what you said wasn't exactly, and obviously you're not going to say exactly what went down. But for people that are interested, it wasn't just like Conan getting put into a void and they continue on. Everyone's been put into different voids in different places, so the team's been split up. I think you've got Flash, Conan, and
Is it Crow?
Dagger
Oh, Dagger.
together in his homeness, but then in his home time, and then you've got the rest of them on the back page for the next issue with Devil Dinosaur by the looks of it. So, yeah, I don't know. It seems a bit samey, but
It's a hard issue to get a vibe on because it's very. He's his character. He's his character, right?
So much shit at the
just
wall.
intro.
Intro. Bloody hell! And it's a big team. So yeah, we'll
It's
see.
an interesting team, though.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah,
But
I'll-
you can't get a real vibe of the book off it. The first issue.
And I like the Elektra and the Flash dynamic was interesting because they haven't really had much else. I didn't think so.
Well,
And I read FF43.
oh yeah.
Did you read that?
Last week. That was last week's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the Reckoning War stuff that Slot's doing. The headpiece that it all came to, essentially, the headpiece is what they're after all these pieces to combine. It's like Power Rangers. Combine this warrior and the last piece is with Doom and this
Cool.
guy, and it's Doom talking about mastering sorcery and science and just being Doom as Doom can be, and then the other side. There was even actually, Dave, can you grab it if it's up there, 43? Because there's a picture where in that Reckoning of the Trial of Watcher, where he's watching all different dimensions and
Next.
stuff.
Right.
43, that one, yeah. And give that here, zombie.
Good job, Dave.
And they're making Fury breaks him out.
Mm-hmm.
But the one they're watching, do you remember the cartoon from like the early 2000s
Oh, yeah.
where it was the thing looked like
Yeah. The graffiti.
that was one of the
Thor.
realities? Yeah. Remember that from the cartoon FF?
No,
No.
I think so. But yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the realities he was watching.
What's that
It was-
called? World's Greatest Heroes.
Yeah. That was it. And it was real anime style.
yeah.
Like Johnny was anime as right with the hair and
yeah.
the thing had his outfit was spray painted an F on his chest. I don't know if he does it every day or.
I have no idea about this show at all.
Yeah, that's
No,
on.
it wasn't that bad to be honest.
And I think it's on Disney. I think one of the,
Oh, it might be.
It might be on Disney.
I've always been a bit deterred by how it looked. I thought.
Oh, it's worth
Yeah,
It was not good.
It took me
Okay.
a while to
Worth a
get into
watch.
it because I was the first couple of issues. This is trash.
Hold on. I might have watched the Spider-Man episode because there was a Spidey team-up episode. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely would have
I
been.
think I watched that.
And
was
then
not too bad.
out in Free Space, Johnny went to kind of bring everyone together, and literally it is everybody together to come and help, and it'll all come to a head soon. But yeah, there's just it's not the doomiest Doom. The Doom that was the issue of Avengers Forever the other week, but it's pretty Doom. Yeah, should check him out. You'd probably like him, man.
It's not enough to him.
Enough. What is the FF book?
Gonna put up with Richards.
Yeah, too much Richard.
That was it.
Okay.
Oh.
Alrighty, let's get into some trailers. We got the trailer for Thor, Love and Thunder.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Just checking.
So is he the love and she the thunder?
They're both the Love and the Thunder.
It's a boring gore fest. God, he's boring looking.
I like the black and whiteness of it.
Well, since
Is it like that, especially which is clearly later in the piece?
Yeah.
Like when he's getting more, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
just Christian Bale.
Yeah, just painted
Gore.
white. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't like.
It's not exotic enough.
Oh, sorry, did
Yeah.
you want to talk a bit good first? Because
No, whatever.
we didn't need to get to that.
No, it's fine.
It's not much good to talk.
Yeah. But like the effect where they're with him and everything's black and white. I dig that, but hopefully there's a transformation for him later.
Yeah.
But just what?
And I understand they don't want to do the nose.
Yeah, but
But give me the
Something.
tentacly things.
Yes.
yeah, maybe later because there are some shots where he looks different
Yeah.
from like other shots. So I'm guessing there's some sort of transformation.
That was just what his species looked like. They were all like that.
Yeah.
Species. Exactly.
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 His wife and his family, his kid. How many, I can't remember how many kids he had.
Just one.
One?
Oh.
Is it?
There's one or two.
Yeah.
But it wasn't huge.
Well,
But yeah.
Nick said it to me best the other day. He's like, "Do you remember the movie Powder?" And
It was me.
was
That was it,
Oh,
that wasn't
I
me.
knew it was one of you.
Yeah, but yeah.
But yeah, and it's spot on. It's just
And as you said, Powder did it better.
yes.
You see Rusty as Thor. Not Thor as,
Yeah,
as
Zeus,
Zeus. He's just there to die.
Yeah,
Nice arrow.
He has a goofy accent.
yeah.
But
course
it's
he does.
Russell Crowe.
He's
He
an
can't
Australian actor, of course.
Help, he can't help himself. He can't help himself.
He's a thespian. Thank you very much.
Hey, there's not much.
Goats. We got goats.
The goats were good.
Like the bits that look cool, look really cool. The gaggy bits, they are what they are. I think I'm gonna handle this better than I handle Ragnarok because I know what I'm getting.
Because Ragnarok was like a surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise! It's horrible.
I'm watching a comedy. Okay.
Natalie Portman's got some guns.
No, Natalie Portman. That also helps a lot. My God, Natalie Portman.
It's probably going to be better than Ragnarok, but you see a lot, but not enough.
I was
But I
just
don't mind that in the trailer.
I was disappointed by Jane Thor. He knows who she is straight away.
Yes.
And like a big deal in the comics was she
Mystery.
shows up. It was a big mystery, and Thor's kind of salty. Like, you've got my hammer. What? Who is this?
Yeah.
Who is this with my hammer?
It's like it's the X straight away, right?
Yeah.
Now I understand,
You got to do it different. Yeah.
or
But it's superhero
it's
movies.
clearly Natalie Portman.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah,
It's
you
superhero
can't-
movies
But-
that can't help but tell people who they are instantly.
Yes. Yes.
Instantly.
Oh,
There's
everyone
no
knows.
secret identities. I
None.
hate it.
They need to know when to clap.
That's right. And her helmet in the comics was a bit more Batman-y, right?
Yes.
Like it covered her
You
eyes.
see, not much.
Yeah,
really,
it was just the
right?
mouth. Yeah.
That shot
I'd
of
recognise
Thor and his
I was gonna say,
helmet looks
seriously.
terrible.
Oh, the whole gold, like the Simonson.
Yeah.
I get what you're doing, but the color scheme just don't quite work, and the helmet don't work.
Because it's essentially the same MCU Thor suit, just with a different color. It's not a different suit.
And they told us forever back in the day that you can't get yellow and blue under X-Men outfits because yellow don't work.
Your base is
Yellow don't
gold.
work.
It's all right.
Well, gold enough.
It's Australian gold, my friend. Don't you forget it.
But yeah, it is going to be what it
And
is.
it comes out pretty soon, I think, a couple of weeks.
About a month.
Yeah.
Isn't it July?
Yeah, first week.
Oh,
of
July? I
June.
thought it was June. Okay.
June.
No,
I think it's
yeah.
July.
First week of July.
Okay, fair enough. A month.
Okay. Then we got trailer for Willow.
Yeah,
Is that a movie or is it a series?
It's a series.
Okay.
It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it looked
Seems
pretty
like it's a sequel.
Yeah.
Warwick Davis is back as
Yeah.
old Willow.
Yeah.
Old Willow. Fuck, what's his fucking name?
Willow.
You just watched it. Was he Willow? Whatever. Yeah.
He's Willow.
He's Willow. Looking great.
Hello, man.
He's Willow.
Zelda.
Yeah, he looked great.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it looks good. It looks a bit dark. It looks a bit more, probably a little more fancy and magic-y than the movie is.
Yeah.
Um,
Willow's actual magic.
yeah. Well, because that's the thing. Clearly, he's a wizard now.
Yeah.
Instead of just a little person.
Yeah.
Still a little person though. I didn't.
But there's little people now. There's fairies or something.
Yeah.
What the
the
hell?
hell
is
is
it?
Willow.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
what's
that
it?
was already there.
Oh yeah, that was so annoying.
Oh, the
they're great.
brownies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, these Stephen Brownies.
Yeah. I know.
Guy from Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
Not the one that's cancelled.
Oh, Kevin Pollak.
Pollock.
Yes.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. That's a good Christopher Walken.
Yeah, it looks alright.
Yeah. I was like, oh. You know when they first announced it, it was one of those things like,
Yeah,
I don't need a Willow
Yes, I don't.
sequel. There'll be more of that later.
Yeah,
Bring it on.
But it looks interesting. I'll watch it. I'll try it anyway.
Okay, and we also got Star Wars Celebration was on. Heaps of stuff announced there. One of the things was Andor. We got a trailer.
Yeah.
That looked interesting.
Finally.
yeah, it looks good.
Remember when that was announced? I was like, really?
Yeah, so I don't need that, right?
But that's kind of just everything
Yeah.
now with Star
Because
Wars.
it's just
isn't it?
money.
Yeah.
But it looks alright. It looks alright.
I do fear that it'll annoy me like everything else with just too many cameos, too many references.
And one of my big problems with it now is tonally, all this Star Wars stuff is very similar.
Yeah.
Like, the tone is all the same.
Yeah.
While with Cassian Andor, this has to be gritty.
It looks
And-
different
Yeah.
in that trailer, I think.
Because if it's not gritty, that's not... Like, the whole point of Rogue One was...
Yeah, no, this was
Yeah.
not as clean as every Star
Yeah.
Wars thing we've seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was gritty and
I reckon he'll survive.
for a bit.
Maybe. Maybe. Not sure.
We'll see.
Mon Mothma will die, though.
She's the only cameo I need.
Okay.
But
and-
that's how... You know the goddamn end's going to be with friggin' thingy joining up. Oh, something stupid like that. Rubbish.
Also, announcement trailer for a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
It's just a cinematic trailer because they're all cinematic trailers these days.
Yeah, I didn't watch that because he's
Yeah, I
dead.
watched it because I thought it was movie, and then I went, oh, it's the game. Okay.
He should be dead too.
I hope he dies in this one.
He's not gonna die in this
I was really disappointed I finished that last game
The fans love him.
and it ends like Vader shows up and he's coming for you and you can't fight him. He's just you have to run and that was great. You have to run away and the whole time he's trying to kill you and then you don't die and I was
Get a
really
participation award for not dying.
I was really disappointed.
What a game.
Admittedly,
Second one of those.
most people would have lost their shit if they played the game and you die at the end. I don't think that would go over so well. But how great!
It
Because
should
that'd be
have been.
refreshing and different.
Yeah,
but-
and you would feel something.
Because
Yeah,
you
but
got
people-
killed by Vader,
Yes,
and you
yes,
know
I
that
know, but-
everyone got killed except a very small amount.
People would
Maybe
not
a couple
cop
extras
that.
that should have.
I wasted 4 hours of not having a job.
That's right. Okay, let's
Wasted other people's money on this game.
get into the film flashback.
A fantastic movie.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
Fantastic film.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. Tell us
Great.
all about it, Dylan.
Yeah,
And Tommy, you can chime in
'cause you've
too.
never
No
seen it.
taste, you people.
It's not that. It's just
Something about building something and people coming.
Yeah, he's dead.
His dad coming.
It's dad issues. It's someone's got mad dad issues.
Yeah,
and I
that's the
completely
point, isn't it?
understand that that's the concept, but I just can't see the point. Like, there's some good acting in it, and I.
Best James L. Jones series.
There was some cringe.
Yeah, it was.
There's always gonna be cringe.
See the little girl Karen was
Yeah.
the chick from Winning Time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Claire.
that's so funny. Some good stuff in the school hall.
Yes.
That was
Step
excellent.
outside, you natty cow.
That was excellent.
great.
I was quoting way too much of it. When I watched it. I think I was annoying somebody at home. What? Ah, no.
I watched it the night Ray Liotta died, which was weird. But yeah, he's good. He's really good in it. Yeah, I like baseball. I like baseball movies. I don't think it's going to get picked, so I'll say I really wish I would, like, if I hadn't picked basketball, I was probably going to pick Major League. Like, Major League was one of the movies I grew up with. I just
Mate's a
love that movie, and I love baseball that much. But yeah, so I enjoyed the movie, but I can't say I'll go back and watch it again anytime soon.
What
Dylan.
about you, Dave?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
You're quiet.
Yeah, it's classic. I may have fallen asleep towards
At least
the
I
end.
watched
but I
the
know what
damn
happens,
thing.
so it's alright.
I was close.
No taste.
Sorry, I'll watch it.
It's not even that sporty, Dylan.
I was bored 5 minutes in. I was bored 5 minutes in. I was bored for the rest of the movie.
How can you
Yeah.
be bored? The man
I have
built
to-
a baseball field in the corn.
it's great.
That's so exciting.
But yeah, I was watching it, and
Oh, yeah.
I was watching. I'm like, oh, Dylan's gonna hate this. But he's nosy ass neighbours and like, what he's gonna lose his
Yeah, that's the feed store when he's like,
Yeah.
I've heard from farmers. You hear voices? Who's hearing voices? No. That's great.
I have to amend my rating for any given
We're
Sunday.
not the ratings yet.
I don't care. I'm just saying I need to amend it because
What did you give it before?
one, I need to get a bump up because of this movie. Legit.
Sound like,
Like-
you need a bump to get through
Then
this
it's
movie.
gonna be happy now.
Oh yeah. Like the ending, right?
Yes.
I think they should have probably done sort of a bit more way around. Like, you know how
Wait,
it
wait.
ends with him playing catch, right?
Yes.
I think they should have had the people come in and have baseball game at the end of that. And everyone leaves, you know. It's just,
Yeah, no, because the whole thing's his dad.
I know. I'm saying they should still do the baseball thing.
Yeah, yeah.
The catching with his dad.
Yeah.
But after everyone comes and do a big baseball thing at his farm where everyone's watching
Ah,
it. You know what I mean?
So you can show
actual
that it
game.
worked and they made money and...
Well, you see the
Fine.
I know. It was great. I'm not saying that's only my minor gripe.
Yes,
I
yes,
could
yes.
maybe, but I'm the movie maker, whatever.
Yes.
But that line of cars,
what you
1,500 cars,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where they going to park? I know. That's what I was
Side of
thinking.
the road. I don't
I
care.
know. That was like, these are minor things that I've just thought of when I was
Course.
watching the movie's great.
Fantastic film.
Guy built a baseball field out like. In
I
Cornwall.
know.
People just drive over and call it parking.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
It's a
like, there's
parking
1,500 cars, because I looked up how many cars there was. 1,500 cars. Where are they all going to park? That's the only thing, because as a driver, it's like, oh yeah, where are all these people going to park?
When you say you looked it up, did you pause it and count?
No. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah. One,
You know,
two.
when I watched it, the first time, like the girls,
crap,
like
lost my point.
Shoeless Joe's out there.
Yeah.
How freaked out would you be a little though,
Yeah.
right? Even though this is sort of what you want,
Dude died in the 50s.
there's a dude just there.
Yeah.
Or I'd be like, looking at before you speak to him out the window, I'd be like, it's just one of the neighbours being a dickhead.
Yeah.
Right? That
Yeah.
would have been.
It's not even sure. It's a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a ghost.
Good,
That was great.
Good,
Yes.
good.
Like last movie for Burt Lancaster.
Yeah, yeah.
That was his last movie.
And he was great. That was the best bit. Like that was that's
Yeah,
a great
picking,
moment.
picking him up was good.
Yeah.
You can see like why he's one of the best actors.
Oh yeah.
He just he held that scene.
Yeah.
He was great. It was a great movie.
Yes.
All right, so Dylan, what's your rating?
But
I have-
clearly it's a 1.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday is now a 2.
Wow.
I was actually even thinking about 3 because this put it in perspective for me. Like this really put it in perspective for me.
Jeez, what are you going to pick?
Nobody's picking.
Yeah. So this
Could
is
have
a
been
1.
so much worse too.
Yeah.
didn't it? And I tried to find some more
Yeah,
sporty
we were trying.
movies.
You did a very good job.
No, there was the ones we wanted to pick weren't available freely to watch anyway.
Yeah. Any given Sunday. It's a 3. It's a 3. After
Yeah,
watching
but
this, it's a
movie-
3.
This movie? What's this movie then?
It's a 1.
Okay.
Wow, not even 2.
If
you-
can I
You
go?
can't tell me that's a 1. That's you don't your rating rate does not matter anymore. That's it. You're done.
I'm rating it based on how much I enjoyed it. I did not enjoy it at all. Nothing. It gave me nothing.
You're only allowed a thumbs up or down. That's enough.
It gave me
No
nothing.
numbers.
Oh,
So
wow,
he has to go through the
please.
same rating process as us.
No.
Nah, you forfeited.
You tried doing that earlier, not?
Yeah.
Well, Dave, your rating?
7.5.
Yeah, 8 easy.
Simple
Yeah.
classic.
8, even 9, maybe.
6, yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
it's good. I
It's
think
a
it's
great
flawless.
sentimental movie.
Yes.
Of its time, but it's good.
Yeah.
And did you know it's based in the book?
Yeah.
In the book, it was J.D. Salinger.
Oh, really?
It's Terrence Mann is fake, but in the book, it's actually
That
J.D.
makes sense,
Salinger,
right?
and he's like, if you put me in anywhere else, I'm gonna sue. Like,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
which is great.
So,
Yes.
6.
6, yeah.
So Dylan's choice.
Next movie.
It's my turn finally.
Alright,
What movie are you
let's
gonna
see.
pick?
My sports movie is going to be Real Steel,
I've seen that Twilight Zone episode.
also known as Rock'em Sock'em Robots the movie.
Yes.
Is that the one with Hugh Jackman?
Yeah,
That's right.
It's not great.
What's it on? Anything?
Disney, I
Um,
think.
Oh, I didn't even look.
Oh, look. Keep talking.
Oh, it's Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think so.
Feels like a Disney movie.
Yeah.
From memory.
Yeah.
But it's not great.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's
It's a
great.
family movie.
I haven't seen
It's
it.
a sports movie with robots and giant robots. Of course I'm going to pick it.
Stretch.
Yeah, and it's not good.
It's a boxing movie. It's boxing with robots.
There's better boxing movies with people.
That makes it worse. Okay, giant
No.
robots.
No,
Goddamn giant robots.
but it's not good. It could have been
It's
fun.
good because giant robots.
No,
Yes.
you're wrong.
And that
Yes.
is way more sappy than Field of Dreams.
Yes, absolutely. Sap City.
Yeah, but again, giant robots, Jason.
Yeah.
I think if I want to see giant robots, I'll just watch goddamn Pacific Rim.
Yeah, Chappie's on.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this is
Mr.
giant robots, but not giant robots.
They're only 12 feet tall.
That's right. That's right. They're like two people sitting on top of each other.
Do they transform?
Unfortunately, no. That would have given it much more.
Shut the door.
Is it the wasp? Is she the chicken? Is it
I
the
don't.
wasp?
I've seen this once.
Yeah, me too. Is it the wasp? I think it's the wasp.
I don't think it's available on anything.
What?
Good job, Dylan.
You can buy it on
I'm not paying for it.
Prime.
It's not on anything, Dylan.
Cool.
Sports me. I'll pick one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just said it
Cars.
2 minutes ago.
I was tossing up between Real
Oh, there
Steel
you
and
go.
Cars.
Cars?
Car's not sports ring.
Yes, it is.
It's a movie about racing.
It's about the Piston Cup, bro.
Yeah.
Well, it's more of a movie than Real Steel. Like, sports movie than Real Steel.
Movie.
Well, I don't know
Yeah,
because
well-
it's more about him learning not to be a douchebag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's less about racing.
Yes.
While Real Steel, it's all about like
yeah.
the boxing.
You got some training montage?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's got a montage, I'll give you.
And it's like a tournament. You beat that guy, and then you go up to
Cars
the
has
next
a
guy.
montage as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But as a chance, I might watch this because it's not on anything.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
I think I might have it on Blu-ray.
Why?
Of course you do. Because of JB.
This is JB.
Because of JB.
I'm sure there would have been
You've
better
done it
things to
again.
pick than JB.
That's why I just don't go into JB Half anymore. I haven't been into since Liverpool split into 2 stores. I haven't been into the second one that's got DVDs. Because if I go in there, he's going to pick up rubbish that's on a service that I'm
No,
already
it's like
paying
a
for.
fraction of its old stock, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't go in.
Fraction of what it used to have.
Still buy phones on.
Yeah,
But you can buy Transformers in there.
I don't care. I
That's
don't go in
worse.
there. And more stuff I don't have space to put.
The buy one, get one free's over anyway, so.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, that's good.
Alrighty. Got
Alright.
that out of the way.
Popcorn time.
Here we go.
So
Okay, once you're done with that-
spoilers.
Can you please stop? Yeah. Okay. With the rustling. Thanks, Dave.
Shut up.
No.
Go scratch at this plate again and picking up peanuts.
I gladly will. Okay.
I do believe you wanted to start, Dave.
Yes. So,
Let me tell everyone what it is first.
Oh, they know.
Kenobi episodes 1 and 2, released on Disney Plus. Yes, Dave. Go on.
Spoilers.
so
Heavy spoilers.
you guys were older than
Bitching
me.
about it. Oh.
So, like,
We still are.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we are.
Quite a couple of years only, Dave.
no, but like, it's enough for me not to like be like Star Wars centric, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, but we were
Oh, so you hate Star Wars now, I see.
no, like I got into it late,
Yes.
so to speak.
But
So
most
like,
of-
I'm not like an
Like,
encyclopedia. on it,
most
right?
of the original movies came out
Oh, yeah,
Before,
before we were born.
that's right. So we were.
I know, but like in high school, primary school, they probably would have put on Star Wars for you guys, but
No.
they'll put on
No.
like bloody
It's television.
Lion King for me. Anyway,
No, it was more at home when it was on a
I remember
Sunday
the
night.
first time trying to tape A New Hope off the TV. And like,
Were you trying to do the ad thing though?
no, it just,
Okay.
because it's a pretty long movie, and tapes were short back then.
Ooh.
With the ads,
Oh, yeah.
missed the end. Oh, not happy.
you got to put on
Jason
that
was
LP.
not happy.
Hey, now,
So,
long
what,
delay?
what are you trying to say though, Dave?
Yeah.
I'm not an encyclopedia for the shit, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm watching. This is a segue into your rant. but
Mhm.
I only watched the first episode, and like it gives you like a background on like what's happened in that, and like Obi-Wan's kicking ass. He kicks Darth Maul's ass.
Yep.
Because all that
Pretty
shit was in the
much burned.
2000s though, Dave.
Yeah, but pretty much but
I
I forgot
watched
what
that-
happened in like the Phantom Menace and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Like-
mean you're late to those?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, essentially, like I've forgotten what's happened in the
Okay,
second
that's fair
trilogy.
enough.
Okay.
guess.
So yeah, beats Darth Maul, burns Anakin to a crisp. Why is he such a pussy in this?
Well,
He's been retired.
Yeah.
and also,
10
he,
years.
They lost.
10 years has passed.
Yeah.
also he thinks Anakin's dead. He thinks he killed
Yeah.
Anakin.
Yeah.
So he's kind of just like,
He's a friggin' butcher
It's
for
over.
like the last
Yeah,
10
but it
years
could be
doing
like,
menial
I'd
work.
put him in the ground, I could put him down again.
No,
He-
but,
That's
but
not
he
the
doesn't know
Jedi
he
way.
exists.
he
He
doesn't
hasn't-
know he's alive. He doesn't know
and he
Anakin's
hasn't
alive.
used a
I know,
he
but
hasn't
he can
used,
still keep going. Like
he hasn't used
No,
the
but
force in 10
He's
years.
there to look after the kid, make sure nobody finds
Yeah.
out who the kid is.
His religion, Jedi, thousands of
That's what he's
Jedi,
there for.
all of them are dead.
Because if the Emperor finds out Skywalker's son
Yeah.
is there, that kid's taken and
Brainwashed.
brainwashed and
Yeah.
tortured and
Yeah.
Sithed.
And
Yeah.
not only are all the Jedi dead, Obi-Wan's apprentice, like he's the guy
Yeah.
he taught
Caused
him.
it.
He caused it.
Yeah.
You can beat him again, though.
He
He
didn't
doesn't-
want
He
to.
doesn't. He
doesn't
doesn't
want
want
to.
I know, but like,
He doesn't know he's alive. He's beaten him. To him,
yeah, so
he's
he
dead.
can keep going. He can go, like, just keep.
But you also need to watch
Destroying
both
Sith.
episodes. That would have helped too if you.
Yeah.
There was thousands of Jedi and they lost. He's
Yeah.
one man.
Yes.
But that one man.
the
kicked
force of the
ass.
Empire.
Yoda had to do the same.
Clone troopers
Yeah.
took out Jedi. Clone troopers.
Yeah.
They're not invincible.
Order 66.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been using the force in over 10 years. I did like that in the second
Because he's
episode.
a broken man.
Yeah, in the second episode when he's trying to save Leia, it didn't happen instantly because he hasn't used the Force in 10 years.
Yeah.
He couldn't fight properly because he hasn't had to use his skills. Plus, I don't think Jedi were very, like, martial artists anyway.
Why would you be? You got a
Yeah,
laser sword.
yeah, that's right. So, I did like him getting beat up. But yeah, he's retired. Not retired, he's in hiding.
Yeah,
he's a recluse.
he's kind of given up too, like mentally.
Mm.
He
On
doesn't
everything.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it.
Everything he's believed in failed. He failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He failed. He would think he failed Qui-Gon because he didn't do a good enough job of looking after his thing. He
Yeah.
failed Anakin because it was his thingy.
Failed Leia, Padme.
Padme. And
He failed
just everybody.
Everybody, freaking younglings who
Yeah.
got massacred.
Until the first episode, Dana was laying there. It's like, why do these kids look like trash cans? I'm
Alright,
like,
Jace.
that's all, that's
Alright,
the least of
My
their
only
worries.
other gripe
Yes.
is that when he tells the Jedi in the town to, like,
Alright.
go to the middle of the desert, bury your thing, go back and forget everything. Why is he like, oh, I got to watch over Luke? And if he shows signs, I got to train him. Like, wouldn't you, like,
100%.
I agree with that.
Wouldn't you
100%.
just, like,
100%.
forget about training him?
Yeah.
Like, not even tell him what the hell a force is and
Just trying to keep him safe.
100%,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I agree with that.
Alright, cool.
But
Go.
you can feel sometimes maybe he would have that feeling and then, maybe think, and that's why Owen's come back and said, don't want any more connection. You're done.
Stay away.
He did a good job of imitating
Oh.
his voice.
Yeah.
Both that, like, Ewan McGregor and Joe Edgerton, best part of the show. Best part of the show by far.
He had like that Owen gruffness that the original actor had.
Especially when it was like, Luke!
Yeah.
Like, it was perfect.
Yeah, very much so. I like that.
Right.
The
So that's
Inquisitor
about all
was
that's
the
good.
Grand Inquisitor was Agent Smith from the Matrix.
terrible.
Oh, he was so bad.
Like, she was over the top.
Oh, she was terrible.
Just why? I'm sure they'll show it. Why did she say such a hard on?
Because she's
from
one of the
Kenobi?
younglings at the start.
Okay.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Okay.
And
I
then-
would bet my left hand on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and like,
fair enough.
Still rubbish.
maybe like Anakin takes her
That sounds
in.
good.
If Anakin takes her in, that's why she wants to get Kenobi to please him, right?
Yeah. It just seems like she wants to rise up. But they said I found her in the gutter. Like, she could have been just... Because it's been 10 years since, like, episode 3.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, the Order 66 scene doesn't really have any relevance.
Yes.
You're just showing it because
That could have just been in the recap.
yeah,
So at the start, where the kids run away, does that imply that there's just a bunch of Jedi out there still?
Yeah, there would be still Jedi across the galaxy. Because not everybody
In
was
hiding.
embedded
Yeah.
with troops.
I hate it, but the Inquisitors, some of them are Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hate
you
it.
mentioned
yeah.
this on someone.
There just shouldn't be exceptions like that.
Yeah.
like they should. All the Jedi should be wiped out.
I will say, the Inquisitors may annoy me more than midichlorians do.
I agree. I agree with that absolutely.
Because it's the biggest cop-out of having Sith without having
yeah,
Sith.
it's a loophole. It's like
They got Force powers, they got a lightsaber,
red lightsaber. They're wearing
but they're
black.
not Sith. Oh, come on, bro.
Grand
Really? I
Inquisitors.
didn't know that. I thought they was just Sith. Like that.
No,
Nah,
Only
because
two
there's
Sith.
only two Sith. You're only allowed two Sith.
the rule of two.
That was the
It's only
thing.
a master and apprentice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is how they get multiple Sith, but they're not actually Sith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sith
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
That's right. Absolutely.
I did like them trying to pretend to not be able to catch Leia. Just the acting of that.
That was terrible.
Did like that.
I'm being
Okay,
facetious.
sorry.
So terrible, right?
It was so
It just went
bad.
on for like,
It was
Like,
corny as hell.
why did it go for so long when it looks that bad?
Yeah.
You watch it now, it doesn't go. Better cut that.
It felt like a scooter chase scene in bloody Boba Fett.
That was better. Like when they're chasing her on Alderaan and like they run into the tree. It was
That
such
was-
a deliberate little.
Oh,
So bad.
bad.
It was painful. Painful to watch.
Yeah.
You think they'd actually, like, they know her friends, like, relatives. It's like, oh, they'll get play chase around the woods, but...
And just like, they would have caught it in like 2 seconds.
What's disappointing is, and I know there's some people out there that don't, like that I guess there's a younger audience that they're directing at, but the majority of people know that the people involved in these life-threatening scenes are not going to survive. They're making it through. Like, we know the end of this. I don't want to poo-poo this every time, but I don't... Unless you make shit really exciting, which you haven't, you've made it comical, mostly. There's a small part from the Vader bit at the end of the second episode, and of course they did that. But that's got me interested on what they do with the Vader side of it. But that could have been a show. Just Vader hunting down Jedi.
That was a great comic book.
Man,
It was a great comic book series.
before the Inquisitors existed,
That was-
Vader
yeah.
He's
was
big.
doing this himself.
Because what does he do now? What is
Yeah.
his role in the
Yeah,
Yep.
Empire?
Admin,
Just
probably.
stands there? He's just on the posters?
yeah. He's waiting around in his little back of tank.
Yeah, I just find it everything I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna focus on Leia. That makes sense, but again, why? Like
Not only do they survive, the end of this, they all are in the same spot at the start. There's no... What's going to be different?
Yeah, like Raver could die.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Freaking spoilers, Dave.
Yeah, it's all good.
Episode 2. The Grand Inquisitor gets done in by Reaver.
Yep.
But man, if you know your Star Wars,
He's in Rebels.
he's the main villain of Star Wars Rebels. Rebels takes place about 7 or so years
Yep.
Oh,
after
hey,
this.
he's not dead though.
That's what I mean. Like, it's not. Who cares?
Just to get him out of the way,
You're
right?
you're trying to make people think he's dead, but it's
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
to Dylan in one of our many bitches sessions about it this week
Yeah.
that the biggest problem with these Star Wars movies is they write their big spots. They write their Leo pointing spots.
Yeah.
That's all they want you to do. Oh!
Yeah.
And then they fill in
Reference.
garbage to get to the next Leo pointing spot.
Yeah.
absolutely like.
'Cause
I don't like Leia's already doing Force stuff.
I hated... I'm watching the show. Cool. The best bit of the whole goddamn thing is the recap, because they're George stuff. That was great. But then, like...
The 66
'cause,
bit.
you know, I hate... we'll talk about
Even
it
that was a bit
all
shit.
week. I was like, I just don't want to watch it, because I know what it was going to be, right? I knew it was going to shit me. Because it's going to shit
Yeah.
all over Star Wars. And it did, on both accounts. But I'm watching it, and the recap, you can't help but get excited. You're
I was
and
trying.
the 66, or the 66 bit, you're like, oh, maybe it'll be good.
I was trying not to get excited,
Yeah.
and then when I sat down, I played it. I mean, yeah, obviously, grew up the prequels, right?
Yeah.
So as I was playing, I'm getting giddy. I'm like, oh my god. Oh
Because
my
when
god.
you're playing, it says like skip replay. I'm like, what recap?
Yeah. And then Order 66 happens, and I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then
Halo.
that's right, it's the Halo effect. It's the Halo effect.
Well, even though the Star was, besides the way he looked, the Grand Inquisitor, why you don't make him look the way he's supposed to?
we
looks
know,
so generic.
we
Budget.
know what they're meant to look like.
Yeah.
Budget.
There was one of them in the goddamn
Yeah.
game trailer.
I don't know. It's terrible.
They
You,
did a
you
lot
can't have
more,
one
yeah.
less alien in one of these scenes and just spend the money there. Like the thing where she runs through the legs. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Spend the money on him. But anyway. But like, cool.
when
And then
he's
the bar
coming?
scene, it was all okay. As soon as it went to Alderaan, that was it. I was like, yeah, this is exactly why I'm going to hate this. Like, I will give them credit that Leia being the reason to leave is probably the only thing that actually makes sense for him to leave. But I just don't need a show with Princess Leia and Obi-Wan running around the galaxy when she's 10 and old enough to remember, and for some reason, 8 years later, I don't know who
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is.
Thank you so much for bringing that
Yeah.
up, because that was one of my
It's
biggest
fucking
bugbears
offensive.
of her age. On, it's not the adventures
She's
of
5.
even 5 though. It's still annoying.
Yep.
Maybe he'll never find her.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? And then, not only do they know each other, like, as if that's not a big moment for her.
Yeah.
And they seem to have a rapport straight away. I don't want to, they mind wiping this little kid?
Yeah. the message, the famous message, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi." The way she talks about him, it's like she heard her dad talking
You served
about
my
the
father
wars.
in the
Yeah.
Great Wars.
That's it. The Clone Wars. That's it. Okay, and obviously Obi-Wan dies.
Yeah.
Luke's really upset, and then Leia's like patting him on the back.
Not remember when you saved me from Flea.
Yeah. She's not crying
That was
too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They don't actually. Do they meet? They don't meet, do they? In New Hope.
No.
No.
Yeah.
The first time they see each other is when he's about to get
Yeah.
cut down.
Yeah.
Really.
She's in
Because
the...
Luke had more of a reaction to him dying than Leia.
Of course. Well,
'Cause,
she had there was nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luke and
I
known
did
him.
see something online. It's like he goes from Ewan McGregor to Alec Guinness in 10 years.
Yes.
It's like a.
The hair should have been wider, like
Yeah,
gone grey, dark, much heavier.
There's the same with that for that Harry Potter with the Dumbledore with like Jude Law and then the old dude from the Harry Potter movies. And it's like there's only like 8 years between the difference.
That's
Like,
right.
Oh, shit.
They just don't care.
That's a hard 8 years.
Yeah.
And let's start with more things I hated.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Why did he live in a goddamn cave and not his hut?
Yep.
He had a house. That's right, in episode 4.
So he's been there for 10 years and he's living in a cave. But within 8 years, he's got a fancy looking hut thing.
Maybe Bail Organa buys him out.
That's exactly what it's going to be. I said that's exactly what it's going to be. That's his reward for saving his little girl. He's a house. You shouldn't live in a cave.
That's another Leo
Yeah.
pointing
Oh,
thing.
it's the house. Oh, it's from Star Wars.
Maybe he gets enough credit.
Oh, it just annoys the
fish.
shit out of me.
Tell you what, I didn't like. When
Yes.
they knock off for the day. They just leave all this meat.
Yeah.
Unless there's another crew coming in, like,
I
second
think,
shift.
I
but,
think it's rotated.
but it just seems like they just leave all this meat out.
Yes.
And I guess it's desert. It won't really
Well,
cook. Yeah, whatever.
Depends what the meat is
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
right?
It just seems stupid.
you got to watch out for those womp rats.
Mm.
They'll be taking your meat.
For sure. Yeah, that whole thing was pointless. You know what the other things that annoyed me though about that sort of stuff? Just on stupid nothing. His horse camel thing where he ties it up in his hut.
Yeah.
He's got a personal garage. You couldn't have one other animal in there.
Yeah.
Twice we see it, and it's just for Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
What's his hideout place when the Inquisitors are in?
And like I get that's why. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you want that, you
But
had the
yeah.
conversation. But the first time I see it, just have another animal tied up. Because I get what it's supposed to be, Old West.
Yeah.
Tie up your horse
Yeah,
post.
hitching post.
Yeah, but it's a personal garage for Obi-Wan. How much is he paying for that? Stupid.
Problem I have with it is, okay, Inquisitors, when they first appeared in Rebels, your main characters in Rebels, one of them's like, like mid-20s.
Yeah.
He used to be a Padawan. He never finished his training, and now he's kind of a Jedi, but he doesn't have the full training.
No.
And he's found a kid that he's going to train. And the main villain is an Inquisitor. He's not full Sith, right? I was under the impression that they don't have Force powers, but I guess they do.
They do now.
Whatever. But they're not full Sith either. So I felt like that was a good
Balance.
a good balance, right? But now you've got a Jedi Master. He's a full-fledged
The
Jedi
greatest
Master.
Jedi of all time, arguably.
That's right. He defeated Anakin Skywalker. He was the chosen one.
Yeah.
Whatever.
As a Padawan, beat Darth Maul.
That's right. Yeah.
Like a full-fledged
Yeah.
Sith Lord.
Still should have went on with it.
And he's hiding behind
have-
some crates.
He's hiding behind some crates, and
No, but he's lost his will, right? You know, like, as he told me at the start.
Well, yes, but
He doesn't have his lightsaber either, because what is he going to do?
he's got his lightsaber.
He
No,
had
he had
it.
it buried.
No, he's
No,
got
He
it.
picked
He
it
just
up at
doesn't
the end of that point.
purposely doesn't set it. Oh, we'll get to that complaint in a minute.
Episode
Wait, is
2,
that after
no.
he picked it up?
Yeah, he dug it up.
Does that happen after he picked
Yeah,
it
because
up?
that's the last bit.
It's the last part of episode 2.
Oh, you mean that bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant
Sorry,
the first.
sorry.
Yeah,
No, no.
I'm talking about that bit.
Yeah, go.
Especially he has a reason to fight.
Yeah.
Leia's in danger. Right? You've got the
Yeah,
Inquisitors
yeah.
coming.
Everyone knows who he is. He's already like.
Yep.
There's no hiding.
Yeah,
Everybody's got their watch going off.
Yep.
that's right. Yeah. And Jedi Master beat Darth Maul, General Grievous, Anakin Skywalker, and this Inquisitor is like low on the pecking order too. They're all kind of taking the piss out
Yeah.
of her.
I hate how insubordinate she is.
Yep.
The Empire as a whole ain't nobody letting the underling talk to him like
Yeah.
that. They're dead because there's another one.
That's right.
Dead. Because the first time in the where she
Maybe
throws
because
the
there's
knife at the
not
guy.
enough Sith, like Jedi practitioners, Force
Yes.
practitioners out there to replenish the ranks.
Oh, but I just don't think he'd care.
Yeah.
Because she does the same thing. He's told us the same thing
Over and
3,
over
4
again.
times.
Yeah, but maybe
it's-
it's like the rule is like from the Emperor is like you can't kill. You can just, you know what I mean?
That's another problem with the Inquisitors too. Like,
What?
what they have to go around looking for Force-sensitive children,
Yes.
like just like the Jedi.
Yeah.
They're meant to stop the Jedi.
The whole point is that no Jedi.
Yeah.
They want to wipe the Jedi out.
Yeah, but these are kind of like
Yeah,
Jedi.
we've got Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. When he gives the credits to the clone trooper,
Yes.
who's money for a vet, whatever. You'd think he'd recognize him.
The clone
Yeah.
would recognize Obi-Wan.
He was so prominent in the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
He was General Kenobi.
for sure.
But there were also like hundreds of other Jedi.
Yeah, but you think Damien would be doing dispatches and stuff and
But
talking
at the same
about...
time, he's there. Is he expecting to see?
Yeah.
No, but I would
you
like
know?
some sort of like a tinge of, like a little muscle memory. Order 66 is still in effect. You know what I mean? Not like try and fight Obi-Wan. He just like a little tinge, like
They should not exist.
no,
Yeah,
that's the
I
other
agree.
They
thing.
should not exist.
They should
Yeah.
all be
But
dead.
I really like that scene because the look on Ewan McGregor kills it.
Yeah.
You know, the look like, oh, you mother. You know? But the goodness in his heart still gives the dude the money,
Yeah.
even though he's the
Yep.
full
You
representation
killed my
of what.
brothers, yeah.
Yeah, blew everything up. But they should be dead.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
But again, more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Jango Fett.
And if... Okay, yeah, I agree. I don't like the clones existing at
Yep,
all.
no.
Accelerated aging, they should all be dead
Right?
Yeah.
within that 10 years.
Yeah.
But if he's there, he should be looking ancient.
Yes, yes.
He
yes.
should... Not a single dark hair on his head. Just like a skeleton,
Yes.
almost.
Well, it won't be the last time we see Tamir Morrison.
No.
Of
No.
course not.
You
Because,
get
like-
Rex in
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, the Bad Batch exists, and they were like during Rebels. They should have been super ancient too, but
No,
whatever.
Bad Batch was kind of right on episode 3. Yeah, because...
But they
all
were
the- all
in
the-
Rebels.
Oh, yeah, that's Rex and stuff.
Oh, Rex.
Yeah.
That's those guys, yeah. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
stupid
100%.
too.
Yeah.
Terrible. What else don't I like? The fact that this Reaver girl knows who Vader is. Nobody should know who the Anakin is Darth Vader. I thought the whole point
Yeah.
is that he's the boogeyman.
Yeah.
It's
He's
just,
Darth
Yeah.
Vader.
you know?
Yeah.
Just Darth Vader now. He's not. Anakin Skywalker died.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is the story.
And it, like Dylan said during the week, it's a waste of the reveal to...
Oh, yeah, don't get me started, man. Yeah, like, I never really considered... You start the series and Obi-Wan thinks Anakin is dead. Like, he thinks he left him for dead and he's gone, right? I thought that was really cool. And you reveal it, and the way Ewan played that reaction was incredible.
Yeah,
It was
he
great.
was a good actor.
But you revealed it through goddamn exposition from a character who Obi-Wan doesn't even know, as opposed to maybe he just runs into Vader.
Yeah.
They meet. Okay, if they're going to meet, it's dumb. But
Yes.
when they
It's
meet,
happening.
and then he finds out, maybe Vader says something or he
Or
feels
you can
it.
just sense that.
Or you
it's-
could sense
yes,
it.
that's Anakin.
Yeah. And that would be so much more impactful.
Yeah.
But they
No, yeah, just-
ruined their own
so,
show.
yeah.
They do that all the time.
Again,
Yeah.
with the Rancor.
Yeah,
Rancor.
everything's
Yeah.
just foreshadowed.
Yeah.
They rode the Rancor.
I complained about the Qui-Gon thing already. Like,
Yeah.
showing that in the clip, if we got Ghost Qui-Gon episode 1, fine. But, like, it was the biggest, we're going to get Ghost Qui-Gon.
Yeah. Why
Okay.
else would that be in the recap?
Yeah.
Show it first episode, fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't complain about this.
Now you're
But-
building it up.
yeah.
Again. You're building something
Where-
you've
I'm
already
not going to be
killed.
surprised.
Yeah, you're building up something you've already killed at the start.
Yeah. And they're building up goddamn a Jedi using a lightsaber too.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't used his lightsaber. You don't need the Force to use your lightsaber.
And, like,
No.
on Tatooine when he's in hiding, cool. But when like he's got the whole city's after
Yeah.
him,
And they
that
know he's-
whole roof scene was terrible.
Oh.
God, that was
Oh,
terrible.
the parkour.
Parkour.
But yeah, like he's getting shot at one stage by two people,
And
doesn't-
misses so badly.
but he doesn't get that lightsaber just to defend and deflect.
Yeah. He would have been training with deflecting since he was a kid,
Yes, that's
right?
basic.
Yep.
That's basic. Yeah, exactly.
Instinct.
He would have been able.
Maybe
Yeah,
he
one shot.
knew
That's the
they
first
won't
thing he
get
taught
in.
friggin' Luke.
That's right.
Maybe
Nah,
they
because they're just trying to build the fake. All of these shows is building up fake hype for the big thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he turns on the lightsaber. Oh,
reference.
he's a Jedi again.
It was
Instead of just showing me doing some cool
the
stuff.
lightsaber. Literally, as soon as it gets given to Luke in A New Hope. It gets turned on.
Yes.
It gets turned on
Yes.
straight away.
I don't think it was like
Edging-
he wasn't
edging
turning
the
it on
lightsaber.
because he couldn't. I think he's just deciding, is he going to do Jedi stuff
Because
again?
he's not turning it on for that reason. They're just not letting him turn it on for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid.
build the
Build-
anticipation.
Yeah. But that was the thing
That's
with the Leia. It's like first time he used this
Yeah.
the Force for 10 years.
Jeez, he gets off that roof fast, but
Oh, right.
like there's a firefight. Two
Yeah.
blokes are shooting at him.
Also, that second bloke. What happened to him?
Yeah.
Because he hit the crocodile dude.
Yeah.
But the other dude, he kind of just gives up, I guess.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh, I can't hit him.
He
Wasn't
climbed
that-
down a ladder.
Wasn't that Kumail, the other second dude? Because I thought it was him.
No.
No.
Okay, no,
He turned good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How terrible was he? He
Awful.
he can't act for
Nope.
shit.
No, I'm not a fan.
He's exactly the same in everything. He's terrible.
And I've realised that's why I liked him in Silicon Valley, because that's just his character. It's just
Yeah,
the
he's
goofy person that's trying, but in the end has the heart of gold.
Because I liked the scam he was pulling. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
And the Obi-Wan putting it on himself.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
It was
great.
good.
But all of a sudden now he's like, oh no, I'm going to help you.
Yeah. Actually, I really did help those people, and I can help you too. Oh,
And also, Reva, who is established as being... She wants to murder people.
Yeah, she was
really bad.
Yeah, why didn't she kill his?
Right?
Yeah.
She gets what she needs from his mind. This is a guy who's harboring
Yeah.
a fugitive
Yeah.
from you. He's defying the Empire.
Yep.
And then
Well,
she just walks off.
She couldn't do that to Uncle Owen?
well, not just that. Like, yeah,
Because Uncle Owen's
That's right.
he's just
Yeah.
right there.
yeah.
2 meters away. 5 meters away.
Yep.
It's not like Uncle Owen could have stopped, or anyone else was going to stop her from, having
Yeah.
her hand on him or
Yeah.
anything like that. Plus, like, he was pretending to be a Jedi. There's enough cause to kill the guy.
Yeah.
More bad than good.
Oh,
Yeah.
the only goodness is seeing Ewan McGregor.
Yes.
It was really the only really good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
We got 2 episodes. How many episodes? 8 or 6?
Oh, 6,
Or-
I think. 6.
At least we're already.
2 in.
But yeah.
I thought it was more.
You,
I think it's 6.
you mentioned it before, but the slight hints of Leia being force sensitive,
Yeah.
being able to feel people's emotions.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was offensive.
And the
You knew what
way...
was happening though, didn't you? Like, they were gonna can that shit in.
Then she doesn't do it in New
Yeah.
Hope?
Well, she doesn't do it in
Or
any
any
of them.
or
It's
any
a
other
six.
trilogy?
It's 6
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
In 6.
Yes.
Yeah, she got a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Space Popins.
It's just rubbish.
But and Leia, I felt like they missed the mark on her, too.
Oh,
They
she
just-
was so bad.
They just turned her into girl Luke, right?
Yep.
She's daydreaming, she's a bit
Yeah.
aloof, she's looking at starships.
Want an adventure.
Which is not Leia.
No. Just not caring about her
You can
responsibilities.
have her being a little bit rebellious, but you don't want her. You don't want her
Yeah.
being Luke.
Yes.
Luke was. And they played Luke well when he ran off and he was on
Yeah.
top of the thing, the speeder. Yeah, that
He
was a bit
looked
of fun.
so.
Of course
I
I know he did.
Yeah, this is pod
That's what
racing.
he is,
That's
right?
exactly
100%.
right.
But no, she was terrible. The girl did great.
Yes.
The little girl's excellent in her job.
It's not,
but
yeah,
they
she-
just,
yeah,
the betrayal was
the
terrible.
character, yes. But I can see, she's a little child. She says she wants to do, exciting things because it's a child. She's not going to be
Yeah.
a serious senator straight
Nah,
away.
she should
you
be.
know?
Lisa Simpson.
Yes,
Mega Lisa Simpson.
exactly.
Yeah, but no one likes Lisa
Oh.
Simpson.
I like Lisa Simpson.
You're-
Oh, and her fake droid love?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that?
That's weird.
I don't remember her showing that much compassion for C-3PO, especially in the first movie.
She freaking...
Eventually, yes, there's a bond.
Yeah, but it's built.
Yes. But he talked bad to the droid. Okay, alright.
She was going to get caught, so she gave the data to a expendable droid.
Yes. It's just not good. If you enjoyed it, I'm glad. But
Flea was good.
it's just not good. He was good.
Flea was good.
I'm just like, that Flea. That's Flea.
Yeah, straight away, right? Yeah.
That's odd. All right, good for Flea. And it's odd, like, saying his name, like, everyone's, like, proper names. And it's just Flea.
Yeah.
Great. It's like in Back to the Future.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's not.
it's going to be not good.
Is it Wednesdays or is it every
Wednesday.
Friday? It is
Wednesdays.
back to Wednesday for normal. Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be that early again, because it dropped real early.
Nah, I assume that was getting before Stranger Things.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Get the buzz first.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I sent a message to you that I have to finish. I was like, are they trying to make me hate Star Wars?
A little bit.
And like I said to Dylan, I will never care. I will never get excited about Star Wars again.
And I'm in the same boat.
It's just the truth. I'll
Yeah.
watch. I'll try everything because I love Star Wars, but I'll never be excited for Star Wars again. They've had their chances.
I was excited with Episode 7 because, yeah, ever since I was a kid, it's like when Episode 3 came out, I'm like, oh, that's it. That's finished.
Yes.
That's it. That's all. I never expected more. I never really wanted more.
And episode 7 was just episode 4.
And then that came out, and it was new, and that was really exciting, and then more stuff came out, and then more stuff, and then more stuff, and then more stuff, and it's not special.
Yeah, there's too much, and it just doesn't feel. None of them feel like Star Wars. They miss the charm and the old school timiness of it. It's all
The whole
too.
time had passed and different things had happened, and then we're just back in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where those other ones just felt straight in after which they were straight in after each other. I don't know. Yeah.
I said it before, like Disney buying Star Wars was the worst thing. I think we're just old men yelling at crowds.
100%.
There's a lot of people.
No, it's
more people like this than don't.
No.
I think we're just in the grumpy minority.
No, but how much of that is people just consuming it without thinking about it because it's Star Wars? I feel like that's a big part of it.
Yes.
They're not kind of thinking, is this good or is this...
Star Wars is cool now, so I'm going to like it
Yeah.
whether it's
It's like
good
the
or not.
MCU stuff.
Absolutely.
Because they're the exact same. They treat them the same. They shouldn't. But the audience is the same thing. When we watch Doctor Strange, everyone popping hard for the Illuminati. Clear comes, crickets.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing wrong that you don't know.
Yes.
But it's the...
Were you clapping at what you're being told to clap at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
It
the
is,
pointing
bro.
moment again, 100%.
it's like, the Clear, like, nobody knows who Clear is. Because they don't. Weird.
She's the only Doctor Strange person that actually matters.
Yes.
So exciting.
His wife.
Yeah.
His future wife.
Yeah. But,
Current Doctor Strange.
yeah, I know. Star Wars... Like,
It is a shame too, and because I think a lot of the craziness around identity and everything has really gotten into what Star Wars how Star Wars feels over the last few years as well, where you don't really need it with good storytelling. Like it was shown in Rogue One with it had a strong female lead, but wasn't trying to push it had a strong female lead.
Yeah.
It just is what it was, just like Alien. It is what it is. Now, there's people coming out saying how amazing it is for trans people. It's been like that and has been the same film since it was first made. It's just that you're now finding out about it and now the world can now know. It's been the same thing. Star Wars, they tried to make it something it wasn't. And tried to push too many genres of things that didn't need to be tackled in a sci-fi, samurai, fun, pew-pew.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake. Like, we don't need to tackle every minority and every issue in a Star Wars movie.
That's what Star Trek's for. Star Trek's about your social stuff.
Yes! 100%, because they're going and looking at new life forms
Yeah.
on different planets and interacting in different ways and the ecology and yeah.
And it's always been about social commentary and stuff.
Yeah. Star Wars is about, Ewoks, wondering how Ewoks had the clothes for Princess Leia, which means they had other people there that they'd killed and still had their clothes, and ate them and had their clothes hanging around. That's Star Wars. Ate them. It's just, you tried to shoehorn too much shit into what is a sci-fi story.
Space fairy tale.
Thank you.
Space fairy tale.
Doesn't need to tackle so much shit. And now we're getting inundated, like you said. You're not excited for anything anymore because we're getting inundated, and especially right now, and I don't want to keep saying it, but we're getting inundated with stories we don't need.
I think that
Because
one,
of the almighty dollar of Star
well,
Wars.
the other biggest problem is it's all the same time.
It is.
We're getting a 10-year period, everything they've done.
Yeah. Or Empire.
Besides the sequels, and I understand they didn't do good, so I was like, we're just going to milk what people like. Now, at least this one had a bit more, because it's going to have a bit more prequel trilogy to it, but they've just milked at the same time. And goddamn...
It's Disney, but that's Disney's MO.
I know. And not even
It's the money.
at the same time, they all start on Tatooine.
Yeah.
That was the best thing about Andor trailer the other day. I was like, at least there's no goddamn desert in this.
I like sand.
Or
I
maybe
see.
dollar.
So check it out.
Yeah, so it's on Disney. It comes out.
Watch
There's two episodes out so far.
Obi-Wan.
Join the fun.
Love your 1,000-yard stare just now.
It's just.
It makes me sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is cool to have Ewan as Obi again. And again, I know I didn't say I need it, but you know when you say, it's not needed, you don't want it, but then it's that good, it makes you want it.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of
It was
trying
like
to
that. I was
build this
watching
up
it. It's
for.
like I had no enthusiasm for it.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, next episode.
Yeah.
Doing it for work.
Right? It was a tough push next episode.
She works hard for the money. Yeah. It's,
So, Jace, is it still TV off?
Oh yeah, when they fight
Vader and Obi-Wan.
Yeah. You'll have to tell me how they bullshit their way out of that.
I'm hoping it
I
least
think
looks
it's
cool.
going to be a meeting. I don't know if it's going to be a fight.
who's hoping? I can handle that.
But
I don't
even
want it
though,
to
how's
happen.
that? How do they
No,
meet
no.
and it's not a fight to the death?
Well, that's true.
There's just
Yeah.
no way around that.
Shit, that is true. Yeah.
There's just
But
no
it could
way.
be just like
Amnesia.
they're on two ships. They're,
Amnesia Ray.
flying away.
Amnesia, yeah.
Oh, like, was it
And
Umbrella
that fixes
Academy?
that fixes the Leia thing as
Oh,
well.
like they're on opposing ships, just shaking fists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean-
it's work.
They both kill each other for sure.
Yes.
You click on, Obi-Wan on Disney Plus, and then the banner is obviously Vader. He's got his lightsaber out, and then he's facing off Obi-Wan.
There's no doubt.
I know it's still just promo material, but
they've got the whole lot. So
And it seems like it's on a desert planet.
he loves sand. That's where all the good things happen to him.
It's not good for his electronics. So that was another fun episode, eh?
You know what this Obi-Wan show should have been?
Still going.
Yeah. It should have been the Boba Fett show.
Yeah.
I don't need him
That wasn't great
doing
either.
Imperial stuff.
That was just Mandalorian season 3, though.
Some bad guy. No, but that's what I want. Like, there's trouble in the town.
and
Yeah,
Obi-Wan
yeah.
sorts it out.
Yeah, a Western
See, but then
thing.
it's still more Tatooine.
I know.
I liked it wasn't
But
just
then I
on
wouldn't have had the
Tatooine.
Boba Fett show, so that would have helped.
Yes.
It's true.
But I don't need him fight. I don't want him fighting Imperials.
See, but you had, It's
Because
just more,
now-
it's more Tatooine.
Now the
Because
the
Mandalorian was a lot of
Empire
Tatooine.
knows he's alive already.
Yeah.
So for 8 years, they don't scour every speck of that galaxy.
No,
And also, like, Reva had a suspicion that Obi-Wan was on
there.
Tatooine.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
They don't go back and look.
Yeah, they don't follow that up.
Yeah.
After whatever happens to her in this series.
Yeah,
She
just
could...
because you're a shit stirrer doesn't mean
Yeah.
you don't get listened to.
Yeah.
Like,
And they know there was one already hiding there.
And also-
How do you not think maybe they were in
Yeah.
cahoots? Ah!
all right, let's finish on a good note. Lastly, this week's Learn from Fongy. There is
Okay.
an amazing George Carlin documentary. It's 2-part. It's on Binge or Foxtel or whatever you find it on. It's called American Dream. It has got some really cool comedians getting interviewed. It's got so much George Carlin background, everything from the get-go to right up to the end. His relationships, his family. It's got his daughter talking throughout it. It's got like handwritten notes all scribed throughout it. It is amazing. If you're a comedy fan and a George Carlin fan, you need to watch that documentary. It's like 2 hour 40-minute parts. It's amazing. So get it, watch it, enjoy it. Yeah, you'll very much enjoy it.
Yes.
Looking forward to next week for more Obi-Wan.
If it wasn't for the podcast, I don't even know if I'd bother watching anymore.
Jeez, next week's podcast is going to be amazing. There'll be some bloody good books because it's Real Steel and Obi-Wan and nothing.
Orville's coming out next week. Can't wait for that.
Right, yeah, let's go.
Jason's favourite person in the world show. Alright, see ya.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think about Obi-Wan.
Don't get monkey
Nitin will
pox.
reply.
Come into the
I will
shop.
not.
Yeah.
And just come into the shop and tell Jason that you liked Obi-Wan.
You can get the real full-on experience of me ranting about
Don't
it.
bring your dog in. See ya.
All right,
Go
catch you
on.
next week.